High over extra cover. That's gone. That's gone for 6. So again, Anil really being the aggressor. He hustles on to 37. And the total now on to 49. 49 for 1. We are in over number 6. So Larry Edwards being put under early pressure here by Anil. Looks around. And that was a Yorker-led delivery, well bowled. But Anil digs it out. And there is no run. I think he was looking for an aggressive shot. But that was right up, faster, flatter, and right up in the block hole. Sweeps again, and this would clear defense now for 6. And up goes the hand of umpire Butler. So 6 more to Anil, who moves on to 43. The total now on to 55. And Anil decides he's going to take the attack to the bowlers. He's a Bortil, who is really a spectator at the other end, as Anil continues to take the attack to the bowler. So Edwards under pressure. He goes back and he works it down to a long on. They hustle for 1. They're going to come back for the second. No. A loud scream and well taken there. Not the best of throw, but there was Douglas climbing, plucking it out of the air. The total goes on to 56. So some 17 or so runs coming in that over. And Edwards first over, an expensive one. And immediately we see Descartes being pulled out of the attack. So at the end of over number 7, 56. 56 for 1. So going at 8 runs and over. And they would want to increase this run rate. And Asif Hooper is going to pick it up from the southern end. So Descartes, given that 1 over, being pulled out of the attack. And Asif Hooper, left arm orthodox, comes in. So it's going to be Anil, who is on 44, to take strike. So Bortil has been away from the strike for some time. Goes back, cuts to backward point, beats him, and that's 4. Short of a length, and he was on the back foot, cutting it past Melius at backward point into defense for 4. He goes on to 48. Total now on to 60. 60 for 1. And we are in over number 8. Hooper between the umpire and the stumps umpire. Byam signaling dead ball. And as they push it out to short extra cover, they go through for a single. Misses. Looking for a second. No, says Bortil. And he goes on to 49. Total now on to 61. 61 for 1. So Bortil, who has been a spectator for some time, he comes into strike now. Just retaking his guard from umpire Byam. And he goes back, works it out to mid-wicket. He'll get a single. So he moves on to 12. And it's Anil, who is on 49, comes back into strike with a total 62 for 1. Goes back and force it out to extra cover. No run. 62 for 1, the total remains. He's swinging that out too long on. Now comes off the boundary fields, keeps it down to a single. So it's 52 Anil. So a well played 50, as the total goes on to 63. And there is Bortel working it off his pads out to mid-wicket. Gets a single. The total now on to 64. He goes on to 13. But a well-played 50 by Anil. So Descartes is going to shift to the northern end, and so over number 8 comes up. How many balls? Yeah, how many balls? So there was Anil, 25 balls for his 50, 4 fours and 4 sixes. So we're over number 8, just about to start. Descartes, just about marking out his run. Absolutely looking for just scratching at the surface there. So at the end of over number 7, it's 64 for 1. Bertil on strike. And he slaps that over extra cover, and sweeper comes off the boundary, keeps it down to a single. He goes on to 14. Total now on to 65 for 1. So very good partnership here between these two. Some 62 runs. And it is flashing at that outside yard stump, not taken cleanly by the keeper. And they scamper through for a bye. Let's wait. Yes, here comes the signal from umpire Butler. Total now on to 66. 66 for 1. In over number 8. But he slashes at that over third man and he clears the rope. I think that would be 6. Umpire Butler now signals. So 6 to Bertil. It was outside the off stump, gave him width, and he threw the bat of it. It peeled off the outside edge and flew over third man, clearing the fence. He goes on to 20, and the total now on to 72. 72 for 1. We are in over number 8. So the run rate increasing gradually. And he's whipping that out to mid-wicket. Who fields on the bounce. Edwards was covering grounds, couldn't get there. And Descartes not happy with the effort. But Larry Edwards not going risking himself. And just allowed it to drop in front of him and picked it up on the bounce. The total goes on to 73. And Bertil goes on to 21. So Anil, who is on 50, comes back into strike. And he's whipping that out to square leg. Takes a beautiful catch out on the square leg boundary, diving in front of us right here. And Anil makes his way back. It was whipped off the pads in the air. Hodge judged it well, diving forward and claiming the catch. And he goes back for 50. And the breakthrough that Windward's wanted. It's now 73 for 2. And finally, they have broken that partnership. A very productive one for Nepal between Bertil and Anil. And Descartes now taking the catch, as you can see on the monitor. Yeah, where Hodge judged it well, dived forward and came up with the catch. So he goes back for 50 of some 26 deliveries, hitting some 4 fours and